Hi everyone, it's Genene, and I created this short yoga sequence for you for all those busy dads out there who want to get their day off to a great start. You don't need any props. However, this one does work best on the floor, not in bed. Let's begin. First one we'll do, which will be challenging perhaps, child's pose. So you take your big toes together, your knees wide, and you place your forehead on the ground. And if that is just not working for you, you can throw something underneath your forehead, something behind the knees if this hurts your knees. And if this is still not working for you, maybe it's not good on your back, you can take your feet apart and see if that's better for you. Allow yourself to settle in to what you're feeling here, closing your eyes and setting your intentions for your practice and for your day. Now to come out, take your hands underneath your shoulders, use your abdominals, and press yourself up to all fours. This one's for your balance and coordination and to strengthen your back muscles. Bird dog pose. Notice where you're looking here and gaze about 3 feet ahead on the ground. Push the floor away strongly with your hands. And then we're going to alternate arms and legs. On an inhale, reach your right arm forward and your left leg back. Hold here. Hold here. Breathe. And you'll notice what happens a lot of times is you can tell by your left big toe, you'll want to turn this leg out here to make it easier. So make sure your big toes pointed straight down and the belly, especially on the left side, is supporting that action. And then you can start to get more length from right fingertips to left foot. And then exhale, set it down. Take a breath. And now think about opposite limbs, left arm, right leg, and then inhale, lift your limbs. As you're breathing here, finding more space in between every vertebra of the spine. Notice some other tendencies is to collapse in the back and do this horrible arch, and it hurts in the back. So take your low ribs, pull them in, and that will help support that. And finally, there's this huge tendency to take the leg and let it drift over to the other side because that makes it easier. So keep that right leg straight out in front of you and then set everything down and come to sitting on your heels. Vajrasana. Feel, gaze straight ahead. Feel your thunderbolt pose. That's what it's called, Vajrasana. You're shining your intentions out through your eyes. And then let's come to lying on our backs. So let us do something similar on our backs, which means let's draw our knees into our chest. Similar to child's pose, right? Feel that. This is called wind releasing pose. And then we're going to do the moving bird dog variation, which lying on the ground becomes dying bug. Beautiful name for a pose. So you're going to stretch opposite limbs. In other words, right arm, left leg reach away from each other and hover in the air. And then you switch left arm and right leg. So on the other way around, we held this one, we're going to move. And again, left arm, right leg. And you can inhale in between and then exhale, switch. And again, switch and switch. And again, and switch and switch and switch and switch and switch. Keep this belly turned on, supporting you like crazy. And switch and switch and switch and switch. And draw the knees back into your chest. Right from here, stretch your legs up to the sky and bring your arms down onto the floor, palms down. So this is a strengthening pose. And you get to choose how far down you go. So right now, notice your spine is in neutral and keep that. And begin to bring your legs closer towards the floor, probably around 45 degrees, depends on how strong you are. But once your low back starts peeling away from the floor more than its natural curve, you stop and you hold. Now that you've found it, stay here and notice what parts of the body want to clench. Oftentimes the shoulders, the neck, the jaw. Relax all those and take it here to the hips, to the legs, the quads, the hamstrings, and of course your abdominals and your back muscles. And breathe. Feel yourself getting more energized as you challenge yourself here. Think about how all you're doing is lying on the back with your legs stretched up. What's the big deal? You start to feel tired, engage the muscles more. And from here, bring the legs back up and then bend the knees. Feet come down to the ground, knees bent. Figure 4, right ankle over left thigh. Right ankle, left thigh. Here you have so many options. You could stay here, or you could turn this into a twist because we want to do a twist here. So you simply roll onto your left hip, right foot on the ground. And from here, keep rolling the right shoulder towards the earth and reaching the right knee away from you. And this depends on how you're shaped, what you're feeling. You're going to your level of intensity, not creating pain. And now inhale back to center. Switch sides. Cross left ankle over right thigh and choose to stay here or go onto the twist, rolling onto right outer hip. And you can notice how the left shoulder wants to peel off the floor, so I'm rolling the shoulder back. Maybe you've thrown something underneath your shoulder, make it a little more comfortable. Breathing deep into the twist, reaching this leg, the left leg, away from you a little more if you like. And then inhale back to center and cross the leg. And stretch the right leg up to the sky. Stretch. And if you want it more intense, here's what you do. Straighten the left leg. If that's fine, you could grab the back of the right leg. If you have the flexibility, you could take the first two fingers of your right hand and wrap it around the toe. If you have the flexibility, you could bring that right foot over your head to the floor behind you, or keep it here. And keep breathing. Waistline is long. And gently release. Bend the knee and put the foot flat so that we can draw the left knee into the chest. Left foot up and choose whether you straighten that right leg or not. Where do you want your hands? Again, as you're doing this, notice what you're feeling in the rest of the body. So you're creating a wonderful experience for your shoulders. You're not crunching in your shoulders to get a hamstring stretch. Yes, this is a hamstring stretch, in case you hadn't figured that out. Supta Padangusthasana. Release the leg down. And once again, draw your knees into your chest. And this is you checking in with how you're feeling. Thank you so much for joining me. Please let me know what kind of video you'd like next. And click like on this video if you liked it and you want to see more like it later. Thanks for joining me. Namaste.